if I'm on the dance floor,
we're talking about dancing.
Look, and you look over, I'm like, oh, that's the same thing, same face.
Is that the jam?
Face.
Oh, okay.
That's the jam?
Sometimes you give him the lip right here, Pat.
That hits different with that mustache. The mustache.
It's way different with the mustache. It's very weird. It's like someone wiggling their sideburn. This thing's huge, bro. It's heavy.
It's like a worm putting his head up. Like those woolly worms.
When you gotta style your lip hair, it's a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I'll just be eating and I pull my own hairs out with my teeth like it hurts so bad. Like it's not like it's unbearable.
When it hits the corner.
Oh yeah, like this.
Dude, mine are my lip pubes is what I like to call them. My lip hairs they're like hanging from one lip to the other.
Yeah.
Like it's like curtains.
Like touch your bottom lip. So that's why I know to cut them. Too long. Yeah, this is way too long. My mustache touches my bottom lip.
You see, my goal is if I because my facial hair is so black, it makes my teeth look white.
There you go.
See? And then they're white. So it's like
nothing makes my teeth look white.
Like he got some clean ones. Nah, girl, I got facial.
I just got dark lips.
Instant. That's what I go for. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should start wearing dark lipstick, make your teeth look whiter.
Dude, you look white teeth. They'd be like, "Who's that guy?" Those are some Roman Reign teeth.
Hey, those
the only teeth that are white in my mouth are my fake ones.
I'm about to get a whole new face full of teeth.
Dude, if I won the lottery, that's the first thing I would do.
Dude, I'm telling you, be honest with you. If I would do any commercial, I would do anything for any dentist who's going to sit there and go, "Hey, man, I got you," and I'll be like,
"I'll hook you up.
I got you."
Yeah. I want them to call me Porcelain Daddy.
I mean, I'll go pretty far if you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you're
how far would you go?
Yoga sessions.
Downward
hot
dog
yoga. Hey, upward sun, baby.
Have you ever done hot yoga?
No, I'm not.
I've done yoga.
We used to go to Peak Fitness. Was it
Peak Fitness?
Oh. That little one.
Yeah, we went to Peak. We went to the one.
That guy was there, and he'd be like,
he was hating.
Dude, so there was this huge buff dude. No, not that guy that was just staring at us all the time. There's this huge buff gay dude there.
Oh, you talking about Tyson?
Titus.
Titus.
Titus. Titus, and he was freaking huge. And one time we went there, he didn't really talk much. I don't think we said anything. And then like the next time I came and Nick wasn't there, he's like, "Where's your boy?" And then he just knew all about it. And I was like, "Oh man, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, he was asking about you." He told me to give you his number. He said, "Hey, reach out.
Y'all can work out sometime."
Nick is a great cook. He loves Barbra Streisand. He's done show theater. Like he was in the Madrigal. You too?
Mm-hmm. I was.
I knew.
Mm-hmm. I certainly was. Yeah.
So Nick and him had a bond that I created before they met.
This is true. He was a nice guy. Hey, shouts out to him. He was a nice guy. Hey, he bought me lunch one time.
Hey, he wore like those tank top thongs, the ones that were like slit in the back. You know what I mean? But like even the strings were like it's like a string bikini tank top.
Right. It goes just over the nips.
Oh, there's gold gym.
Yeah.
The string, the singlet, not the stringers. They call them stringers.
Yeah.
I think that's what
they roll. They cut them and they roll in.
Real thin.
Catch a nipple every once in a while.
Dude. He's a buff dude.
He was huge.
He was a big guy. A big fella.
I feel like that's you. I feel like you're trying too hard if you wear one of those.
He didn't have to try hard. He was there.
It's like when I used to wear affliction shirts.
Fitting phenomenal.
Dude, hey,
like anytime you see affliction shirts, you're like, you're trying too hard.
Jeez, you
went there?
I went through a spell.
You went there with the affliction shirt?
The funny thing was, it was one of those things, kind of like Jordans, where people are like, "Oh, where'd you snatch that?"
That's
like
true,
you would go, you want the shirt that looks the wornest. Like, oh, this one looks like someone wore this shirt.
I think the affliction came down to the stitch count. How many stitches you got in that shirt?
Dude, the freaking collar's got a hole in it. Like someone ripped it or bit it, and it's like, oh,
that's because anyone who wore that was afflicted.
Yeah,
well, they were afflicted, man.
Dude, it was, and it was
a lot of affliction in the world.
Nick, that was the year of the rhinestone jeans with the Saints emblem, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about? French,
the fleur de lis.
It's
the fleur de lis. Fleur de lis. Yes.
Lucky brand jeans came out.
I wonder how long
True Religions were popping.
Don't you dare.
My bad. My fault. Shouts out.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That's real.
So I wonder how long did Affliction stay? I mean, I'm sure they're still a company.
Oh, dude, they're still alive. Dude, there is. Look,
if you go to Buckle right now.
This.
Buckle doesn't have Affliction anymore.
Really?
Well, their demographic is this: 45 up, bald, sunglasses, kid plays, travel ball.
Truth.
Yes.
Wears Air Maxes. Type
dyes their beard because there's no gray there.
Do they have
Can't
history?
have gray.
Has piercings, but is definitely conservative.
Probably has a Prince Paul.
Ugh.
What started as a few friends creating some cool tees as a weekend project has quickly turned into a 10-year whirlwind journey with one goal:
Well, that's
to make
a
the
little
most
bit
unique clothing in the world.
Here's my question to that.
Whirlwind. Wait, you're telling me you're telling me Affliction swept the world?
Tornado.
Man, I can't wait to get the new Affliction shirt. It is going to be off the hook.
Tornado. My question to this is, when have you ever said, hey guys, let's get together and make some clothes? What do you say?
I mean, we talk about making.
No, they're talking about hand stitching. They're talking about let's break out the sewing machine.
No.
I don't know if they were hand stitching. I bet they were taking shirts that were made and just like doing
design
stuff.
Like
just
getting a dime and rubbing it on the collar.
Bag of shirts, rub them in the dirt.
Hey, let's get a little rust on this one. Get
them scissors out. That's right. Get them scissors out. Let's cut these.
I wonder if Affliction, like all of our shirts that we get made are called DTG, direct to garment printing.
Yeah.
I wonder if Affliction created direct to garment printing.
Handprints. They're all done.
That's what's so wild about it.
Yeah, hand painted.
For deleases and Bible scriptures.
Recently I've started wearing handmade men's underwear.
Is there a difference? Can you tell the difference?
They're crocheted.
Crochet with love?
They're hot as hell.
I'm about to say they're woolen.
It gets strong. It gets strong.
Toasty.
But in the winter time, they're very comfortable.
I would think so.
What are they made of?
So. They're crocheted, like mittens or booties.
Oh. They are made of wool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
We have to make them out of
pure sheep.
They fit so nice. They couple the gonads. They fit so nice.
You put them in here, and they stay there all day.
It's like having Nicholas. It's like having a mitten for your stuff, a glove for your love.
It's like hands that make the world, the same hands that make for your testicles. What do you want me to say?
Oh, my God, you said it right.
Testicles of love. When I put them on my undergarment, it just says, "I love you so much."
Speaking of love, you know what's around the corner.
Pure.
You know what's we're about 3 weeks out from one of the
January 28th, right around the corner.
One of the best holidays, some would say.
Is it one of your favorites?
It's probably 6 weeks out. We're talking about
no, this comes out next week. So
it's the day of love. I'm just saying it's coming. It's coming.
Is it,
about 2 weeks from now.
Okay,
yeah.
Nick, is it one of your favorite holidays?
It's not.
Patrick, no.
Yeah, it's like on the list of holidays, like major holidays. I wouldn't even consider it major because you don't get out of work for it.
Super generic.
Maybe when you're in high school, it's a cool.
Funnest time for Valentine's Day is elementary school. Hands down.
Why? Tell them why.
Because
I know why.
Because everybody, you go home, you get to pick out, your what's it called, your Valentine's cards. You know who's getting what, like, and you know what note you're gonna write, and you're like, oh, dude, this is the day I'm about to reveal my sweet love for Chandra or Tashonda, and I'm gonna tell them. This has got a sucker in it. It's shaped as a heart. What does that say? It says, "I love you."
With the white writing on the red sucker in the shape of a heart.
Exactly. Like that's fancy.
Picked up for you.
And then I want to tape a plastic ring inside that one. Tape it to clear tape so you can see it perfect.
Hey, you're going.
Oh wow.
She'll know like
who's
stepping up.
I'm asking her. But so like it was so exciting to see like what you got because sometimes you do get shocked. But being a chunky kid, you never really got shocked too often.
That's true. I
usually got them from my homeboys.
Yo, Derek, you're a rad dude. Be my Valentine.
Rad dude. The Ninja Turtle pizza time.
Listen,
that is like
even though you didn't get a Valentine, you're still my boy. Happy Valentine's, dudes. Yeah.
It's so funny.
That's what we got.
And then as you get older, you know that like the one or two girls that gave you a Valentine's Day card when you're in elementary school, they're the ones with the parents that are like, listen, we got to give everybody one. We can't leave anybody out in the class.
Can't leave them out. Mom, the only one I have left is will you be mine? Give it to him. It's your fault. You're the one decided. I'm not going to give one to little Joe.
You got to remember.
Well, guess what?
Should have been organized.
Yeah. And you know what happens? You know what happens when you get that card when you're the weird kid that you chews on his sleeve?
What happened? Talk about it. Talk about it.
You get false hope, and you're like, OMG, Marissa thinks I'm cute.
Yeah. We might have tracked back where relationship issues start.
When you're this was my pickup line in elementary school. This is me in the room.
You had a pickup line in elementary school?
You're her. Both of you guys are her. And I'm me.
Dang, we're both okay.
We're sitting in class. Like, this is my pickup line.
Okay. That kid is so weird. Why is he staring at me?
How's he staring at us?
I got your car.
Oh, God. Okay.
No, but you know the look away what I was giving her is like, because you know when you're little, you just stare at someone when you find out they like you or you think that they like you. You just like, it's creepy. You're just like, and then when you get caught, you ever get caught and you like, you just like, you
got to play it off. Yeah, you got to play it off. You got to look smooth with it.
The stretch is a good one. Stretch is a good go-to. If you're listening out there, if you're trying to stare like a creepo, you know, if that's what you're going to do, the stretch is a good one. Or you act like you're looking through them.
I was about to say, do you ever give them the pass look? Like you're looking dead at them and they look and you go, can you get her? Can you get him? Can you get her? Yeah.
Dude, the most embarrassing thing, speaking of the most embarrassing thing that will ever happen to you, the most embarrassing thing that will ever happen to you is when someone waves and you're like, oh, hey.
Oh, you think they're waving
you realize they're waving at somebody behind you. Oh.
That is the worst. You know, it's more embarrassing. Someone lets out a loud fart in public and everybody looks at you like, whoa, and it's not you.
Not you.
Usually I don't mind because it could be me. Like you get that, dude. People are like they're sinister.
They are sinister.
Dude, yesterday at wrestling practice, dude, somebody was just letting it go. And it's a small room.
Probably me.
It's all you know how the windows get all foggy in there because it's like a karate studio thing.
Yeah.
Just whatever. Anyways,
Nick,
what was the question I was asking earlier?
I don't know. We kind of got off track as we normally do.
Remember, I was like, remind me, and I'll ask you again. It's a good question.
You were asking if I liked egg salad.
Yeah, do you like egg salad? Pat, this is a question for you too. Are you okay? Look, because there's two type of people.
Yeah,
you either love it or you hate it because it smells like farts.
Yeah. I mean, the smelling like farts. I don't know that I've ever just jumped it, like went all in on it.
Come on.
You never been like, man, I just want me an egg salad sandwich.
I just get that craving.
Dude, I'll boil 12 eggs and I'll just feast. It's not my bad. Everybody else pays the price.
What is the equivalent of an egg salad? It's just
man. I'll give you my recipe. It's let's say 6 hard-boiled eggs.
Everybody get a pen.
Right, 6 hard-boiled eggs, salt, pepper, mayonnaise for sure. You need a good bit of mayonnaise. It's got to be creamy, but you got to be careful you don't get too much because then it just tastes like mayonnaise.
I'm in. Yeah.
I'm just saying, go slow, work your way up.
Is it the equivalent of like deviled eggs?
It's basically a deviled egg without like cayenne. It's like without cayenne and without. But some people put cayenne.
Yeah, I like.
Some people put relish. Some people put relish in it.
Yeah, some people do put. I'm not a relish guy in mine.
I'm not a relish guy. Some people do.
Maybe I have had it. I just didn't realize.
It's good. It's good. It's just a quick like.
Let me tell you something.
But it does.
Let me tell you something.
But I like eggs. I love deviled eggs.
2 pieces of toast.
Toast? I knew you were coming.
Ooh, come on.
Toast.
Come on, man.
You know, but let me tell you the
buttered
secret.
Toast. It's got to be buttered. You got to butter my toast.
Here's the secret.
That sounds good.
You lightly toast it so it's still soft. That's
correct.
Right? You over toast it, it's like just too hard. You do the barely golden brown.
Just enough
crunch. That's
like,
the key for any toast. Any toast.
You know,
are you a lettuce, like put lettuce on my egg salad guy? I'm not.
Tuna salad, not egg salad. No.
Just give me
tuna,
my egg salad.
I'll do it on tuna.
Oh, you're a lettuce guy on tuna?
Heck yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
If you haven't tried
lettuce on
that,
tuna
I
is good.
recommend
Never
it.
done
it.
It's really good. Yeah,
Can't say
cucumbers on tuna is really good.
I've had
Cucumber
cucumbers on tuna.
sounds good.
Delicious.
It's good,
Really
yeah.
good.
Do you ever put
know what's
mustard
also
with your
really
tuna?
good? You know
Huh?
what's really good?
Mustard?
What?
You ever had dates in chicken salad? With the chopped dates? Finely chopped dates in your chicken salad?
No, I've
Oh,
had it
man.
with like raisins
Yeah.
with craisins or whatever.
Craisins,
those things are.
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man,
it's
yeah,
good.
dates
And
are-
pecans.
It's about the same consistency, but it's really good.
I agree.
Really good.
So-
What's that sandwich shop? Jimmy's or whatever they're called. It's really good.
Jimmy John's.
No, Jason's Deli. Jason's
Oh,
Deli. does
Jason's,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
All right,
fantastic.
so, hey,
Does anybody put mustard on their tuna? Or
Yeah.
mustard with tuna?
a
I've never
dash
had
of
mustard and
mustard.
tuna.
Yeah.
Like, never had
Mustard and tuna. Mustard and
Just a
tuna
dash.
with crackers is
No, I usually go mayo. I usually put mayo on my tuna.
Hey,
it would
Nick,
be good.
Yes, sir.
go ahead and introduce this baby. Go ahead and open this bad boy.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Tuesday special podcast. Today I'll be hosting as Pat is resting
Yes.
after a hard day, and especially before tomorrow, where he's got to go and got to get some mouth work done. But I'd like to welcome everybody back. We're on episode 3, but we're on a total of what, Pat? Episode total overall is like
53,
53.
either 53 or 54, I
54.
think.
5,300.
But this is the official episode 3 relaunch. So glad to be here. If you don't know me, my name is Nick Clemency, and with me, as always, is Joel Reyes.
Yeah.
What up?
Ta-ta.
Yep. And then, of course, you know Pat. You love him. Pat, what up, man?
Let me hear.
Thank you for letting me
been
open. It's been a
rough.
while. Yeah.
Yeah. Today's
It's
been
been a
rough.
while.
Tomorrow's going to be rough. But
What
part
do
of
we-
me,
oh, yeah.
like I said before we jumped on here, like part of me almost wished that we'd have done it tomorrow just so I could still be a little drugged up.
Sure.
Are you
And
are
then
you
we
going to
could just-
do
but
laughing
you
gas?
You're going to
Or
need your rest.
No, I'm
You
going
need your
down.
rest.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, you're going
Yeah.
to
I
need
do-
the
I don't
rest.
play.
You're going to have to rest.
I do enjoy
They,
a little
uh,
laughing gas. You know when they get you.
No,
down there.
no
It's like-
laughing gas. They crank that IV in me. They'll be
Oh,
talking to
I
me.
re-
I-
I-
Are you
I
getting
mean,
the drip?
can
yeah, dude, I don't want to sit there and watch them pull some teeth.
Oh, man.
Negative Ghost
Oh,
Rider. He
man.
goes. That it was so funny because in the consultation, he's like, it's the same guy that took my wisdom teeth out, and he's like, so are you good with us just numbing that thing up? And I was like, sedation, buddy. And he's like,
Put me on that.
okay. The only time I've ever been like put to sleep or put under is when I had my wisdom teeth taken out by this guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just for 30
I had-
minutes, I think.
I had mine taken out in the Army. And if you know the Army,
Oh,
like
my
Joe,
God.
you know the Army, they're just numbing you up and they're taking them out.
That's
Oh, bro,
outrageous.
let me tell you this. They started a root canal and then sent me to Iraq and didn't finish it. So I had to.
Oh
have it
my
pulled out.
God.
They're
you
brutal,
serious?
man. Like it's and then so because my disability is not a high amount, so they won't give me dental. And I'm like, dude, the reason my mouth is the way it is, not all of it,
you.
but partially, is because of you. I mean, it's like you can't start something and not finish.
Yeah.
Bro,
What kind
They-
of DDS does that?
I just have
That's what I'm
terrible
saying.
teeth.
Bro, they feel.
Oh, me too. My
they-
mom, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
my
filled
mom.
They filled a perfectly healthy tooth. So
Oh.
instead of putting a filling in the bad tooth, they put a filling in the good tooth. Like, who does that?
Ugh.
Hey, someone was
Sam.
practicing.
Uncle Sam.
Yep.
They're practicing. Go ahead and give him a cavity.
But yeah.
Just drill it in there.
The old D-list dentist.
The
D-list dentist,
last
come on
time-
down. I'm done.
The last time when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, the best story is when I got home, I had like pictures on my phone of me with the oxygen thing on that I have taken that I have no recollection of taking. Like I had the girls are like the assistants back in the back going.
Peace out, y'all.
I wish I still had them. They might be still on my like MySpace if that's still a thing. I don't know. I think I had MySpace.
I have a quick question. Quick question. That kind of reminds me. Let's say you've had to go for a major surgery, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're coming to, and your nurse is doing a TikTok dance. How are you feeling about that?
I'm asking her how many subscribers she has. before I can
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. That's
before
good.
I can throw any judgment.
How would you feel? Like your nurse is supposed to be making sure you're good to go, but you're coming to, and she's in the middle of a TikTok dance, like going at it.
I don't
Yeah.
know how I would feel. I don't know what I would do. I would try and think that like, okay, what?
Joe
I don't know. I don't know what my state of mind. Maybe I'd jump in, join in,
Yeah.
do something,
That's
try to do
Joel.
something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, girl.
Get
Get
it.
it, girl. Get it, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
But what if you wake up, sit up, and do something, and that becomes one of the most viral clips ever, and then you become a celebrity off of it.
Yeah. It's hard to say what I would do. It's hard to say. Like the rational guy in me says, "Oh man, I'd be upset," but that's today's society. Right? TikTok dances it could happen at any second. They could happen at any minute.
Like if I'm
right
good,
now, as we speak, somebody's doing a TikTok dance.
Have you ever been at like a destination? Like at the beach or something, and see like the little 12-year-old kids setting up their phone and then do their little dance, and you're just like, what is happening,
dude? My girls literally practice in the store, like they're just practicing TikTok dances.
It's like this. It's an epidemic. Okay, like kids just like walk around doing stupid. They just look stupid. Like this is an example, right? This is in the grocery store.
Let's see it.
If you're not watching, tune it. Yep. Oh, hitting it. Okay. Really? Okay. Yep.
Oh, what?
That's it.
What? Oh,
the bunny hop. You got to do the bunny hop. Yeah. Every move.
That's wild.
It's these weird, random, I can't control anything type.
Would you consider that a dance, or would you consider that a routine?
Routine.
Can we talk about TikTok a little bit? Can we talk?
We can talk about TikTok. Hey, I started it. Let's go,
dude. Have you seen? First off, TikTok's crazy. Like it's a huge, enormous.
I've never seen it pulled up on a phone.
So there's these.
Ever.
Here's what I want to talk about. So there's these guys. There's all kinds of videos. Right, you can do anything on there almost. There's these dudes on there that try and post these videos as if they're trapped in the future. You seen that? I'm stuck in 2027. Yeah. All of humanity's gone. Except for me. And so they're like walking through restaurants that are empty. They're in an empty mall, like looking around.
Dude, this is really a thing?
Yeah, it's legit. Like and there's a lot of them. There's some people who post like, like we're about to open this portal to another universe right here. I'm like, it is all kinds of everything. People sell jewelry.
They put special effects in it.
They claim it's real. See, that's the crappy part. That's the thing I hate about it though. It's like you can't. You could think something's really cool and just be duped.
Yeah,
you could. Like you can't believe stuff. It's like almost like oh my God, I can't believe that's happening. And then you find out like it's fake. Yeah. So then you're like skeptical of every other version of it.
You just can't believe anything you see on. Can't believe anything you see online.
On anything. Have you seen the stupid conspiracy right now about Damar Hamlin that he's dead, and it's got some and there's some clone going around because he's not showing his face.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, I saw Josh Allen this morning on radio, and they're like asking him about it. He's like, dude, come on. He's like, it's absolutely him. This is insane.
Well, they said it about Dave Chappelle. They said it about Gucci Mane. They said it about.
They're literally on TikTok posting these like RIP videos. Damar Hamlin has been cloned. This is not him, and they are serious about it. I'm sorry, folks, this ain't him. I can tell. Look, why would he be wearing a hoodie, and glasses indoors? And what's the name? Josh is like, that's just his swag. He's like, that's just who he is.
Seekers, they're seeking.
Like, isn't that crazy? Like, you can make up a conspiracy about anything and everything. There's no such thing as fact. Like,
well, that goes along with anything. That goes along with the reptile theory. Like there's reptilians among us, and they're posting all those glitches where they're saying, "Oh, watch his eyes. Oh, he's got two sets of eyelids. He blinks and then he blinks again. He blinks with his real set." You
saw Nelly. Nelly just had that video come out of him where they're like, "Oh, Nelly gets taken over by a demon."
Because he was singing. He was drunk
and
singing
the over and over again. Yeah, and he's like, his eyes were like going crazy. So they're like, you can see right here. And there's a TikTok video where someone's like, so you see their face like this, and then there's like Nelly behind them on a green screen. You can see right here where the demon takes over his body.
I might have to get on this TikTok thing.
They've been saying that about Beyonce, and Sasha.
I have seen some videos where she's like she just
pretty wild. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's something like I've never seen. Like
I just call that.
Like
I just call that getting it. That's all that is.
All in
showmanship.
Like, this is what it's like, right? It's like this. She's like.
Well, they actually might be demon possession. I believe she was possessed by a demon.
But it's legit.
That's why
like
she
that.
changed the name to Sons from Claire. But dude, it's all out there, bro. It's all out there.
And so,
it's crazy.
If you're one of those people who fall for tricks or like you fall for everything, like if you believe if someone calls you and it's like, hey, hello, my name is John and I need your social security number to confirm that you are who you are. Oh, absolutely. 66122. Like if you're one of those people, stay away from TikTok because it will make you crazy.
Please
You will fall for anything and everything.
Yeah.
Because it has that, dude. And that's the craziest thing about it.
I do got to say, it got pretty entertaining. In lieu of Jason David Frank dying, like it got really entertaining because you really had a lot of those Rangers that stepped up. The Rangers stepped up and took over.
Oh, hitting us with a Power Ranger reference. You caught me way off guard right now.
That's right. Because
you're in full geek mode right now. It's morphin' time.
You know what I mean? Dude, I'm not. Because a lot of them are missing a chromosome, you know, and so they take it pretty serious. They've been taken pretty serious, and I'm not just like I don't want to say the word.
Let me just say this: I own a morpher. You know that
you do, Joel. But I
own a statue with the Green Ranger, Tommy, in a full-on jump kick.
I agree. There's a difference between having memorabilia and being memorabilia, because these people were serious, Pat. They were like, R.I.P.
There's
Tommy
TikToks
Oliver.
like that, yeah.
I'm stepping up. I'm calling all Rangers. It's time.
Yep. The signal's been sent out. 100%. Dude, Dutch will have the Green Ranger's face tatted on his back. If you don't know this guy we're talking about, listen.
If not tatted on his own face.
He's got all the Megazords, or all the Zords on his arm.
It's going to be like R.I.P., you know?
And the funny part is we actually cracked a joke about that in an older podcast, and it came true. But Pat, once the Green Ranger passed, man, hey, the Rangers stepped up.
I mean, the Green Ranger. I was about to say the Green Ranger passed. Now they're doing doing the reunion.
Well, they're doing a reboot. They're actually going to do a.
Are they going to do a reboot or just like a reunion?
Well, they're going to do
It's a reunion show.
They were doing a reunion show, but they're doing a full reboot, and they're trying to bring back some of. It's like a continued story after. Angel
Why is the Pink Ranger not a part of it? I saw something.
Not enough money. I read an article yesterday.
She's like, I saw something where there was an article about.
Hey, I'll step up and be the new Pink Ranger. Hey, y'all.
Dude, like how? I mean, what has she done anything since then?
Lifetime movies.
She's done some.
She does she does like Christmas movies, like Hallmarks and stuff.
Oh, you talking about Amy Jo Johnson?
Yeah, you think that you would think if there's something that memorable.
I would.
Money wouldn't be like the biggest piece of the puzzle.
Well,
she would get so much clout for a callback. Like, it would be insane. Like I said, I'll step up and be the new Pink Ranger. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you can call me Kimberly. Hey, y'all, what's up? Hey, it's more for Pterodactyl.
You can call me
Kimberly. I'm telling you, that day and time.
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Hey, what's your name? The name's Kimberly Smith. I go by Ken.
Kimberly. I go by Ken. You call me
Kimberly?
Ken.
Yeah, Kimberly.
Yeah. It's not really pink.
I'm named after my mom and my dad.
Yeah, it's like a hot pink. It's not like a full pink.
Salmon.
It's a hot pink.
It's salmon.
Salmon. That's right, salmon. Salmon's a very soft. It's a soft color.
My dad's name is Kenneth, and my mom's name is Kimberly. So they call me Kimberly.
Somebody's gonna have that name, and you're gonna feel like a
Junior.
Jerk.
Oh, somebody already has that name.
That's how you finish the sentence. I can't really Junior.
I like it.
Kimberly. Yeah.
Can you fill this paper?
That's a funny.
Do I really have to put my suffix? I have to put my suffix.
I wish I had a son to waste a name on and it wouldn't matter. You know,
Kimberly.
But I don't.
That's strong. That's like Ashley. It's like a name of a guy, Ashley. But that's
Ken Burley.
Junior. It's Junior.
Because I'm
dad.
Ken and I'm Burley.
All right, guys. Lisa here. Steve here.
Here.
Ken Burley.
Present.
Man.
He would say present. I'm right here.
Present.
Right.
It's Ken.
Is that his face?
It's Ken.
You're saying it wrong. What are you doing? What are you
doing? It's Ken. I forgive you.
What are you chewing on, Ken? What are you?
My tongue. That was good. Did I do it good? That was a good one.
Bro, not the chewing, bro.
It looked real? Did it look real? It looked like, man, he's chewing that food up or gum or whatever it is he has.
Oh, Ken Burley would be with the weird chewing kids. Like there's nothing to chew but his tongue. That's like back in the day. You're like, hey, can I get a piece of gum? I don't have gum. I'm chewing on my tongue.
I wish you could see your face, Joel.
Oh, dude. When you see this, when you see yourself, bro, oh my God, bro. When you go back and watch this, you're going to be in stitches just like me and him was.
Can you try and impersonate it, Nick?
Dude, your face on top of Nick's reaction. I can't breathe.
I was chewing that gum, though.
Stop.
That's right. I hope other people find this as funny as we do. We're not idiots.
We all knew that kid. We all knew that kid, bro.
It's funny. Yeah, that's a strong guy.
We all knew that kid. We all knew that one kid that had that thing. There's just that thing they did.
For a second there, I didn't know if I was going to recover from that.
Bro, the chewing through me.
The chewing and Nick saying, "Oh, is that what he looks like? Is that what he looks like?"
That's definitely Ken Burley, right there.
Junior, Ken Burley Jr. Hey, he makes sure he knows. He makes sure everyone knows he's a junior, bro. Because who else would he be? Ken Burley Jr.
That was. I mean, I went hard with that chew, Nick. I'm glad. Thank you for noticing. So I was like, man,
that's a serious chew.
Hey, it looked realistic.
Oh my God!
I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Like I was looking at Pat, but then I just happened to look up, and you were.
I just saw you stare.
It was it was just subtle. It was just a subtle chewing.
Whoa.
And I immediately thought, like, I knew a kid like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what is he chewing on? And exactly what you said is, I'm just chewing on my tongue. I don't have anything.
Exactly. Act like you got gum.
Open your mouth. Let me see. I ain't got nothing.
I told you. I ain't got
Lift up your tongue.
I told you. I'd like to chew on my tongue because it's what I do. Oh, yeah, dude, that was gold. That was gold, sir. That was gold.
We should win. We said all that to say, watch the Power Rangers reunion.
Oh man, see what happens. See what happens when you talk Power Rangers. Oh. Hey, R.I.P. Tommy Oliver. Thank you for your sacrifice.
I'm like, thank God Kimberly's not in it, because we wouldn't be talking about it. You know. Hey, without
if it
Kimberly,
wasn't for Kimberly not being in it, there would be no Kimberly.
That's right. Without Kimberly, there is no Kimberly.
Everything happens for a reason.
Hey, if you had twins, Amy Jo. If you had twins, boy,
oh God.
Boom.
Wait a minute. So one's going to be Kimberly. What would the other one be?
Kim Burley.
Oh,
like
Kim and Ken.
Girl.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
That's Kimberly and that's Kimberly.
Kimberly and Kimberly, brother and sister.
Dude, that would be the first. I get there can't. I mean, am I bold enough to say that there is not a Kimberly that exists in the world?
There's got to be.
Let's go ahead and say this now because we haven't done this in a while. Copyright of the CHWSDY Podcast Incorporated. So check this out. If you decide to name your child, son, Ken Burley, how much is that going to cost? Go ahead and put a price on it. Because right now you have ownership of that name. $5K. A measly $5K. A measly $5K for a lifetime of compliments for your son.
Let me just say this. You pay once and everybody else can have it for free. That's all I'm saying. And once you just open the gate, you got to buy the key for everybody else.
Open the floodgates.
Deal.
It's a measly $5,000. You spend that in a weekend. Come on.
Shoot, yeah.
So people come out of your pockets. Joel needs it. Okay?
I need it. I want it.
He needs it. He wants it. So give him what he's due. Pay him what he's due. It's funny. Dude, that's so the chew is that's gonna stick with me all night. Thanks to you, sir.
I'm dreading re-editing this.
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start chewing at the office. I'm gonna just be sitting at you.
Hey, only do it when you're pissed at somebody. Like that's how people know. Like they'll know you. Like, oh damn, what? Hey man, you in trouble? Why? He's chewing on his tongue.
And they breathe.
Yo, y'all gonna fight? You can't turn back from chewing on your tongue.
Yeah, and then you give him like a smile. Like, go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit down. We're gonna talk.
Hey, when you got a problem with somebody,
all of a sudden you got gum. Oh, dang! You just
you want it? You gotta give him the thing.
You want it? What are you saying? You want it?
That's how Nick looked with that guy that kept stepping on his toe in the Dick's Tavern.
That was a woman that kept stepping on
those
his
days
woman with heels.
Let me just say,
She broke
those
my toe,
days
bro.
of like, dude, those days of fisticuffing, they just don't
Dude.
exist for me.
No,
I'll do it, but I got like a good 2 minutes in me.
Sure. Yeah,
But
we're not
you- yeah.
tussling. We're gonna.
Hey,
we're gonna
wither
have a quick
that
one.
storm.
I'm giving away my secret. I'm taking the back. I'm taking the back
you're
and
good.
choking them out. At least trying to.
I'm
choke
thinking
them out.
like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
thinking
I'm
I
like,
might-
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Nick, I might pull a hit and run. Wait. Have a good day.
Go.
I'm out.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta
Don't
do.
chase me unless you want more.
That's what you always. Hey, you guys got to warn them. You coming back for more? You want round two?
Do you
really want
wanna
round
be that-
two?
Dude, do you remember
Wanna
that
be-
feeling? Do you remember that feeling when you knew it was going to go there and yours was just like, there's no turning back?
Dude, your
Like, it's just
adrenaline's
like-
way too high. Like
You're like,
way up.
oh, here we go.
Here, go here.
It's almost 2
go
o'clock.
Here. You know what time it is.
Dude, I had many a fight. I fought many of my brother's friends.
Yeah.
I did. And I
truth.
whooped their butts. I was a big kid.
Took him
I was
down.
all calves, but I took them out.
Took him down. What? No problem.
I was the one that always break.
Yeah, problem.
You got a problem, bro?
Trying to meet up, bro.
Nick, let me see your. Wait, Nick, let me see your. I've had enough. We're gonna fight face. Go.
That's how you do it
Let's
with
see, let's
Nick.
see.
That's how you do it with Nick.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Your eyes
He's
got to
over
water.
it.
Your eyes got to
Oh.
water.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to cry fight. Hey, you don't want to fight someone who cries. Like when someone fight cries, they don't
Yeah.
feel nothing.
Yeah.
Like
What's
you're
up,
like,
man?
oh,
You got
damn.
man. Listen, bro. I'm sick of it, man. Hey, it's finna
That's
go
why
down, man.
I never
Hey,
pinch
they
a
always,
guy when I fight.
hey, what they
you know?
always say? He don't know who he messing with, man. He don't know.
Say-
Hey,
you got say.
hey, I'm
you
the
don't
real
get out
deal,
my
bro.
face.
I'm the real deal, bro. I
You
ain't,
got-
I'm
hey, you
crying,
got-
yo. I'm crying because I'm mad. I ain't crying because I'm crying. You know what I'm saying?
This is the last time I'm gonna say it. It's the last. Get it. Don't. This is the last time. No, I don't. You know, I just don't. I'm not really like. I don't think I want to buck it up like that. I mean, I will, but
It's like we got stuff to do tomorrow.
I gotta get up
you
in the
know, it's
morning.
like yeah, like dude, you're trying to.
to.
You're gonna put me out for at least a week.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't fight you. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Like I can't.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I can't come in.
I gotta explain this
Fight
cut
for
or
2
black eye.
minutes. Dude, I'm just. But you know the worst part is though. Here's the worst part. The worst part is if you knock him out quickly, you're way too cocky now.
You are. Now you got everybody. Who else?
Told
Who
you.
else? Who else? Who else? Hey, the arms go
Like,
up.
shirt comes
Who
off.
else?
Shirt is off now. Shirt is off easily. Boom. Yep. Boom.
Almost took my shirt off, bro. Hey, you saw what happened to him?
He said, and then then they always got to do this. Just like I said. I told you, stupid.
What I tell you? Got your dumb ass knocked out.
Have you
Nick-
seen that girl? Have you seen that video of that girl in Vegas?
First cuss word of the
I saw
day,
this.
Nick. One.
Oh, I forgot.
No, I said F. I said that
forgot.
for earlier.
Put it in the
I
chat.
won't.
Going to the
Don't keep
chat.
it.
Going to the chat. This
But it's
one.
the girl in Vegas. There's this blonde drunk girl in Vegas. I think it's in Vegas. That's what the video said. And this girl, she's going to talking drunk to this girl at this bar, and she's just like holding her, and the girl's just like, I'll kill you, and all this stuff, and she's just holding her. Like the girl's just holding her with her left hand, and she goes, tell her to stop. She's looking at the security guard. She's like, tell her to stop. Anybody works here, tell her to stop. She don't want it. Tell her to stop. And the girl just keeps like slapping her chest, slapping the girl's chest. And she's like, I'm telling you, you hit me one more time, if we finish with this. And the girl's like, you ain't gonna do shit. And then hits her in the chest, and the girl just says, boom, and out. Like because the video said like another girl in Vegas kisses her toes. As soon as she hits her, she like folds and falls over. And I was like, that's. I was like, that's if you're gonna do it, that's because like I tell Sal all the time, I'm like, I wish like this whole let's get pissed and shoot up everybody thing. Cut that shit out, man. Like,
Let me just.
if you got an issue with somebody, and it's gotten to that point, just go out in the field, throw hands, and whoever comes out on top comes out on top.
Yeah, I agree, and I just gotta say, fudge. Shoot. Dang, I had a good comment.
I'm sorry.
I had a good comment, but I wanted to
I
acknowledge
carried you
you
on.
out of respect. What we were saying? What before that?
Yeah.
No,
Girl,
girl kissing
say-
toes. Kissing toes. We're too old to fight.
fighting. Oh yeah. So like in my mind, like I think I'm badass, but I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been
I
my
don't
metal
even
hasn't been
think
tested in
about
a
it.
while. My
You
metal hasn't been
forget
tested
like
in a while.
here's the thing. You forget that you're 39 like instantly, right? And it's like
quickly.
let's go. And I think I can punch hard. I mean, I think I got some skills in me, but I really do think that the after effect's going to be brutal.
Yeah.
And I think if I get hit, you know, like I don't want to get hit either. Body shots, man. You better swell me up in the body.
Yeah.
I'm not
bruise me.
I wouldn't want to fight. I think it's a young man's game.
It is fighting as a young man's
Definitely.
game.
You know, I'm like,
I'd rather mince words.
Yeah, let's have a debate.
Why do you want to whoop?
Wait. Excuse me. Why do you want to whoop my ass? Oh, I said it.
If you think about it logically, it only makes sense.
Two,
that me putting my
2 and
hands
1.
on you really provides an opportunity for me to boost my machismo.
Well, let me respond. Excuse me. I hear what you're saying, but I really want to put these hands on you. And to me, where I was raised at and where I'm coming from, which you cannot, sir, X that out of the factor of my mama told me, you don't start nothing, but you damn sure better finish it. So, I mean, you're trying to take away what I've grown up doing. You can't do that.
Whoa. If I may interject, my daddy always said, either you gonna whoop him or when you get home, I'ma whoop you. So, ergo, the same rules still apply. R.I.P. Daddy.
Rest A. I'm sorry.
Did anybody else's dad say that to them?
That's very
Let me tell you something, son. Either you whoop him or when you get home, I'm gonna whoop you.
I don't know.
Sometimes you want to take that fight. Like, Dad, have you seen him?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not, I'm better off fighting you than fighting Tyrone.
Go start
You know what I'm
stretching,
saying?
Dad. Go start stretching.
Dad, you might want to squab. We're gonna squab. I'm gonna show you my squabs, Dad. For reals. That's
You know,
real.
I wasn't the guy that was like that liked to fight in school. You know.
Yeah. I can attest to that.
Like,
I'm a witness to that.
I mean, let me say,
I was gonna say nobody fought any of us in school.
after watching Dangerous Minds, there was a moment that I was like,
Whoa.
I'm going to start a game.
First of all,
And
easy.
We should
Easy.
have. I thought about starting a gang.
Good movie.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Tan.
We should start a gang. We should start a gang. We should consider starting a gang. You know,
We should
You
start a
dangerous-
scooter
You
gang.
said Dangerous Minds. I want to
Yep.
I want to give a little monologue from Dangerous Minds. Are you ready? Hold on.
Let's hear it.
Hey there, Mr. Tambourine Man. Play a song for me
yes.
in the jingle jangle morning. That's all I remember from that.
that. That's right.
That's when Michelle Pfeiffer's made him read a book. He was reading. He was quoting. What's his name? I can't think of his name. The guy that wrote all the weird songs back in the day, Mr.
What about
Tambourine Man.
Bob Dylan. What about
Bob? Thank you.
Yeah. What about like a dad gang? Like that's cool. You just gotta have kids. You know, like gotta have kids. But
the problem is we got to do something to establish dominance. Like, but
we
like,
shake
'cause we
people
wanna,
down.
We want to be taken serious though. Like we can't just like.
Here's
gotta
how
have
we do
a
it.
thing.
Look, here's what you do. You walk up to the front of the restaurant.
Okay.
Only family-owned restaurants, so probably like little ones, you know.
For sure.
You
Mom and
take your
pop
kid.
shops.
You got your smallest kid. Hey, this pizza, this is so good. Can you hold little Susie for me? Oh, absolutely. I would love to hold little Susie. You know, whatever.
Yeah, because they're
You know?
Italian. Sure.
And then now that he's got your kid, you say, "Listen up, listen up. You got my daughter in your hands. You know.
Oh.
I told you not to touch her.
Oh, I see. Oh, you
Why
turned
you
his
touching
tide
on
on
her?
him. You
Why are you
turned his tide.
touching her? I got it.
You're a
Got it on
perv.
camera. I got you reaching for her and me saying, "Please no," real quietly.
Oh.
So you know, like either you accept our protection or this goes down to the old 5-0, right?
Oh, so you're talking
It
about.
says absolutely.
Yeah, you're talking about
shaking
Brooks and
them
Crooks,
down.
Huh? Ain't no such thing
Dad,
as halfway
this-
crooks.
We're not creating
It's
a
like-
gang. We're creating mafia.
Hey, we're chop men.
I'm
What
saying
are you
just
talking
dad's
about?
doing crimes.
I mean, we're big dudes. We're pretty sizey. We're pretty sizey.
I want to be
We are
really
see that
tough.
working.
I want him to be like, geez, these guys are just like no stepdads. Only
Yeah,
Only
no, we
full
don't accept
dads.
that. Yeah, it's got to be
Only
full
full
dads
dads.
only. Hey, we got standards around here, people. Okay,
Yeah, we got to create a like a membership
and we got to do things like
requirement.
maybe we'll do bowling gang. We'll do bowling and then we'll rig the game so that we win the money.
Oh heck yeah!
We'll start betting on it. You know what I mean?
intimidate them heavy. So,
No,
we
we put magnets under each bowling pin and control which ones go down according to what people bet.
yo, that's serious. That's like in Vegas. That's some serious.
We're the house.
Yeah.
We're the house. So we're like,
Ooh.
I bet you only hit
We're the
6
house.
pins.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be the
6
name.
pins.
That needs to be the name of the gang. The house.
The house.
House dad.
Dad's
That's
house.
serious. House dad. Yeah, the house.
House dad.
Papas.
Welcome to the house.
What's a strong word for dad?
If you're listening to it, we need a name for our gang.
Whether we do it or not, it's going to be a T-shirt. It's definitely going to be a T-shirt.
We need a name for our gang. Dad
That's
gang.
right. We need a gang name.
Yep.
We need a color.
Yep.
We got what we're repping. Can't be something that's red,
game.
blue.
Nope,
that has to 100% be like.
Off colors.
Only color I accept is Army camouflage.
That's it. Non-affiliated colors. That's what we have to do. We also need members because we're only as strong as the house. You know what I mean? Yeah. So unite.
Can I provide a stand-in real fast and go make a bottle real quick? Do you guys mind?
You got to do the bottle.
Can Asher slide in for me?
When we come back,
come on in, Ash.
When we come back,
Asher, here,
we're going to get to the topic of the night.
We're going to invite Asher in.
Yeah, come on in, Ash.
Special guest.
Asher's going to bust in like he busts in my house. It's me.
Yeah, keep yourself right there. Look at
Watch. That's
Yo, Kobe. Yo, Kobe. You got talking to the mic, Ash. Talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm in the mic.
Okay,
there we
You
go.
want me to shapeshift into a mic?
No.
What are you saying, Ash?
You shape shifting?
No, he's shape sifting. He's going to shape shift.
What is a shape shifter, Ash?
They shapeshift.
But what's the definition of shape shifting?
Duh, Pat.
Like,
I mean, I'm just trying to get conversation out of him, Nick.
you want to be like a giant? Like, you want to be Shrek? You want to be like a monster? You
right.
gotta say Shrek. And you just
He's like a time splitter?
dang. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is it a learned skill? Is it something you have to learn to do? Or is it just like abracadabra, you can do it?
I mean,
Like, do I have to
If I
practice to
could
be a
do it?
shapeshifter? Yeah.
You have to drink a potion?
Can you shapeshift?
I don't know. I'm not a shapeshifter.
Hey, try to shapeshift right now. Try to shapeshift right now. I believe in you. What
All
are you
you
going
have
to
to
be?
do is think. From what I've read in the book,
What face is that? Whoa, you're going to poop yourself. Easy.
I can't.
Oh, you almost pooped
Okay.
yourself, didn't you? I knew it.
No.
what were you trying to shapeshift into?
You didn't think hard enough. Remember, you just said you have to say it. You didn't say it. That's why it didn't work.
Focus.
Pizza.
A pizza? You're going to get eaten.
Yeah, pizza.
All right, let's try
I mean, I
again.
got the
Okay,
pizza.
so remember, this time you have to
Get
say
that.
what you're going to
Close your
shapeshift
eyes.
into.
I'm gonna
Visualize a
shapeshift
pizza.
into
Okay.
a blade of grass.
Okay.
A
So,
brown dead blade of grass.
wait a
Why
minute.
brown?
time out.
What? Why
Time
a
out.
brown dead? Like, why don't you be a green, thriving blade of grass?
Well, mine's like 56 years old, so like it's still got a cane. His cane is like still green and everything, and like he's an old guy, so the cane is gonna be like bended, and like it used to be a flower, and all the petals fell out because he got sad. His wife broke up with him because he was too mean, and he got thrown in the ditch.
You need to quit playing so much Magic the Gathering.
That blade of grass needs a therapist. That was it.
Yeah.
That was insanity. That was crazy.
Did you hear that blade of grass, Joel?
It's all good.
No, I did
That was,
not.
that was fun.
56-year
You should have seen him. I mean, he was.
was,
It's between Asher and Joel with the best face of the podcast episode right now.
Jeez. Oh,
He tried. That's
I try to
his
tell him
face.
that he has to be careful because sometimes he looks like a lesbian lady.
Talking about the haircut. The haircut? That was-
No, not this haircut. When he has long hair, let's stop. When he has hair that's long, he always makes those faces, and he goes like, and it looks like he teaches gym. It looks like he teaches
Yep.
gym. You know.
all right, everybody line up. Line up now. I ain't
She-
going to tell you again.
That's the kind. That's the gym teachers we had.
You going to call me
looks
Coach
like
Linda.
looks like she like he coaches softball for sure.
Yeah. All right.
And he's always like, I want to grow my hair out. I'm like, Asher, that awkward stage that we have to get through is tough. You know, like,
Yes,
it's tough.
It is.
You gotta see
That's why
it
my
through.
hair
You know, people
stays the
thinking
same.
my son.
You got to see it through.
Where you teach at? No, it's all right, Nick. So what you got? You said you want to go to a main subject.
Yeah, no. So, man, my oldest is in middle school, and she gets up every Tuesday morning and she goes to her Christian group, and it really got me thinking about when we were in high school. Pat, do you remember what the name of the Christian group in high school was? Do you know the acronym? Do you remember the 3-letter acronym for it? Do you remember?
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Oh man, you right on the money.
Is that it?
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
For some reason, FCA stuck in my head, and I knew it was Fellowship.
So now, you got to
But then
remember.
there was Nick, don't forget about the FSA, the Fellowship of Satanic Athletes, the ones that are on the other side.
That's right, on the other spectrum.
They used to meet at night.
Yeah.
At
We met at
9.
Yeah. Well, see, we had business in Jesus. We had business in Jesus.
That's right.
And
We had a bunch of F something.
But there was a
A's in our-
question. But there was a question that was asked for all of us FCAers, right? And it was in our heart, and we also wore it on our wrist. And what was that question, Pat? Do you remember what that question was?
What would Jesus do?
WWJD. And so fast forward to 2023. Are we still asking ourselves, WWJD, what would Jesus do?
Are we or is the world?
I'd say just the three of us, and then we can talk about the world. But are we asking ourselves that question? And when did we stop asking ourselves that question? When did we
I
stop?
asked myself, what would
asking
Jimmy
that question.
King do?
Would you could do? Would you?
Y'all know what that's from or no?
Come on, man.
No.
Oh, okay.
Only the best
The best wrestling movie ever made.
I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Ready to Rumble.
So, you
Come
know,
on.
it's,
Ready to Rumble. We need to do a watch along with that live on the.
I agree.
On the
I'm
website,
down for that. I'm down
on
for
YouTube.
that. But yeah,
You ever
man.
seen that, Joel?
Yeah, of course I have.
Okay.
Dude, great movie.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, easy. Easy.
Make
Better
us
than all
depend on-
the wrestler.
All right. Sorry.
It really just depends on what you're asking or how you're referencing, because you got to think about, like, what do you mean? Like,
No, I'm just saying, it's been a long time.
because you could apply it to some, like, what if you're like, I'm gonna eat this steak, but what would Jesus do? He would eat bread. I'll have bread.
I'll have bread.
And like, like what?
It's
Like,
just,
how do you-
it's just a general question.
I'm talking about like moral situations.
Yeah, in a moral situation, like,
I'd like to think that that's how I am.
Is it
but I
something
think it's
you
hard to
carried
be.
with you?
It's, I think it's something that you're.
definitely.
But I think sometimes it's more of an afterthought than it is a present moment type thing, because
In the
I mean,
moment.
I'm not to the point
That's the
like
last
with
thing
my
you think
faith. Well, like I'm not to the point in my faith where I can just stop where I'm feeling and just turn and trusting what what God's going to do at that moment. Because I think that I hope I can get there, that I can be able to push things off and just turn to Him in moments instead of getting upset or trying to be more patient or. But it's freaking hard, dude. It is hard, and
and this is the thing for those that are listening, right? We've reached a peak in our lives where we can just be honest and transparent and vulnerable. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that was the last thing I was thinking about when I was doing the stuff I was doing. Right now, later on, you're like, man, Jesus would have done that. But in the moment, you're like, Jesus probably take another shot, if he was me. But
I mean, when you're young, but even as an adult, sometimes it's
sure.
when you get into stupid arguments or something, you're like, well. Like, you don't think about it at the moment, but then later on you're like, dang. Because, when you pray, if you do or you don't, whatever's your, preference or whatnot. But me, when I lay down and I pray, for people, I pray for forgiveness. And and I also end up reflecting on the day where you think like, dang, dude, like how many times today did I like mess up and not mess up to like, oh, you live this weird life. No, mess up to like the moral standards that I hold for myself too. That I, like, dang, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I wouldn't have done that, or I wish I wouldn't have thought that. Like it's just certain things. So it's, it's a struggle.
I think,
but it's
I
definitely
think for me,
a goal. Let's say that's a goal.
Oh, absolutely. And I think here's how I feel. I think the evolution is now that I'm a father, there's a part of you that can kind of resonate with the heart of God to say, you want what's best for your kids. The three of us as dads, and I'm sure any dad wants the best for your kids. And so then it really comes a question of, am I actually being the steward to my kids that I should be? Truth is, are we
that's
perfect?
the hard question.
Shoot, no, far from it. But I believe that you wake up every day and you put your family first, you put God first, right? And then you follow God's heart. And you do what's best and do what's right. Are we going to get it wrong? Yeah, we can't help it. It's just our moral nature. But I believe that every day waking up striving to be better than the next day than you were. Yeah.
No, I agree. And just like, I feel like sometimes it's like the selfish side of me, when you just want to do something and you're just like, well, I'm just going to do this because this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, but then like a lot of times I find the next day or something, I'll be thinking about like, dang, like that was stupid. Or I should have done this instead of that. In the moment. So then even in that moment, I tell myself, okay, I'm going to do this today. This is how it's going to go, and this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. And then it never ends up going the way that I plan. No. And whether it's my fault or somebody else's fault or whatever it is, it's like, man, I just wish I could get to a point where I'm just content all the time that no matter what, whatever comes my way, it's just kind of like, all right, well, we got to deal with it. Trust in, the God's going to take care of it and move on. Or just,
where you at with Pat? Because we don't really have a lot of these conversations. We don't talk a lot, but
I think where my strongest area of faith is that it'll work out. Like I have this weird, because we've been like, I've had a very blessed life, and I still continue to have a very blessed life, and I remind myself of that every day. But there's been times where it's not as great as it could be, and like I've kept faith through that just put your head down, work hard, believe that there's a plan, and there's a roadmap that you're on, that you'll get to a mountaintop when you're in a valley, Because it's always in life. It's always for me, and I know it doesn't happen for everybody, but for me, there's always. You have to go through those rocky. You have to go through those unsettled or uncharted waters or unsettling times to get to the happy spots.
Right. Do you think though that it takes that was really smooth, Nick, that it takes work on our part though, like by reading the Bible or doing good deeds or doing things like that? Because I find that sometimes, that because if you do read the Bible, it does say like you got to be in it. You got to be in it. You got to be in here. And you got to you got to put the work in too. You want God to do the work, but you got to put in the work all the same.
I'm a firm believer in you get what you give. So, like if you do what you can to try to be a positive light into the world, a lot of positivity will come back to you.
Oh, it'll manifest itself. But it goes back to the Bible talks about idle hands, right? But also believe that's towards any goal that you have, right? You got to put some work behind it. You got to put some practice behind it. Because I also believe that there's got to be a certain amount of skill behind the faith, only so that you can teach others. You know what I mean? So but not to get too deep. But man, I just just a good conversation. I think it's a good conversation. Yeah, really good conversation. And for those of you that don't believe the way we believe, please don't feel like it's a push. But again, these are just things that we like to talk about. Joel's freshening up. But yeah, man, just really good conversation.
Just never know who's watching.
You never know. Got to stay tight.
Stay real. What's that, like a cleaner, paint foam. Paint foam.
A foamer.
An oil snatcher.
Performer.
There we go.
Man, what else got going on? What is this?
Nick, I was thinking about today. I was talking to my friend about it, and when we were doing the extra work and stuff like that, and I was cast as a terrorist. I was cast as an Arabic person. Do you think that nowadays it would be looked at with the new culture? If it'd be looked at, well, he's Mexican. Why is he pretending to be Arabic?
Actually, I think you get more support. I think you get more support.
You think so? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then you be transracial.
I just want to be, do some different race, do like a bunch of trying to portray every race in a movie.
Hey, man. Hey, shoot, dude. Hey, Rachel Dolezal could do it. Why can't you? That's what I always say.
I would have to get a short haircut.
Shouts out to OnlyFans.
Shouts out to Doze.
Doze. No, I think in today's platform, especially with social media and where it is, you could be whatever you want to be, and people really aren't going to question it until there's a need for them to. You just look at the way things are going. Yeah, you could again be whatever you want to be. Oh, this brings me up to another. Since we kind of going down this path, I want to say, would you say that there was a time in your life where your parents were dream killers? You know what I mean by that?
I know.
What I mean by that is, right, let's say, Joel, you were a gamer, big time gamer, right? Amongst other things, but you're a big time gamer, right? Was there ever a time Earn Dog or anybody else was like, you're wasting your time playing those video games?
All the time.
But now you think about, but now you fast forward to 2023 and they're professional gamers, right?
Well, it wasn't really, and that I hear you, but Parents thought I was stupid. They thought that me laying in the street pretending to be homeless was going to be fruitless.
Yeah, but jokes on them.
Fools.
Jokes on them. Yeah.
First off, I didn't end up. You want to mess around the road? Man, you gonna be homeless. You want to be homeless? Hey, you want to be really homeless, huh? Be careful what you say. Be careful what you put out there. Comes back to you. You know,
Jokes on them.
It's another
right?
good saying for the parents. Yeah,
because we know your situation.
you know, it's I think so. I guess everybody has big dreams.
I'm not saying it was intentional. I'm not saying that there was like, oh, you'll never, but it's just, for example, right? I used to get on Nest Dog's nerves beatboxing, right? But now there's professional that's what really brought this conversation around. Like, there's professional beatboxers. There's people getting paid buku bucks to do mouth noises. But I remember my mom being like, yo, if you beatbox one more time, I'm going to beatbox you in the ass. Add one to the list. That's one more for me. You know what I mean?
Dang.
You 2-1.
There we go. But yeah, I'm just saying, right? She shut me down, man. If she would saw my vision, I'd be a millionaire beatboxer right now. You know what I mean? Pat, what's the dream you had that you might have killed? You know what I mean?
I don't know that I would.
Well, let me ask you this question, okay? Pat, this will help you. Maybe you can bounce off of this right here. You're a parent, right? Like, I mean, you know the level of your kids. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
like,
it's true. That is
you
true.
know, he'll probably never go to space. Like, he's just not in his cards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you know this because you know them so well, and you're just like,
very true, very true.
Like, like, dang, he's still learning how to do this. God, man, come on. You know, and then the other one's like, oh, he's quick. Yeah, he's quick. Yeah, you can be president. You can, you can work in the White House. You know, the other one you just tell me, you can
clean
work
the
in the
rooms.
White House.
You could clean the room.
You know, like,
you could be a janitor
how about
in
this?
the White House.
Your big brother, he'll get you a job. Tell him you'll get him a job. I'll get him a job. You know, like, but so like, do you play along with the, like
the trope.
Daddy, can I be president?
I think Hey, I think the cop out is, hey, you know what? You can be whatever you want to be, and it's not true. But you don't want to kill it. You know what I mean?
You gotta have many dreams, not just one. President, hey, it's possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely, anything's possible. You know what I mean?
It
snowed yesterday.
I mean, it's hard.
Dream big. Dream big.
What's more
Never
frustrating is when you have one like a child that can do incredible things that don't believe in themselves or think that they can.
Yeah,
that's more frustrating. But back to the question, I'm in a weird spot in life now because like I used to run around and hit my friends in the head with cookie sheets in the backyard because I loved wrestling so much.
Hey, you manifested your own destiny.
And now I get to travel the world producing professional wrestling, so it worked out for me in a sense. I do think that if I didn't like somehow find my way in that industry, that it would have been a waste of time back out in the battle, back beating the
but you know what? You brought me to you brought me to a revelation.
You tell him the truth, or you just be like, yeah, you could be president for sure.
I feel like
this? Here's a good answer. You could be president of something. A club
from
anything.
me. For me, it's
your world. You rule.
Yeah, for me, it's you can be like if you work. There's a 15-year rule that I truly believe in is when you've been doing something for 15 years. If you've done it consistently, you've tried to progress at it. At some point, there's going to be an opportunity that presents itself. And then when it presents itself, that 15 years prepared you for that opportunity, and what you do with that is where you go.
You can't say that for everybody, but you can say that for a lot of people. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, some people some people I agree 100%. There's some people that
there's a lot of talent that just never does anything. Yeah. So,
but it's also it also takes me back to when like I remember when me and Nick and Cheese did the Cane Punch album and we ordered the CDs, and I'm sure you felt the same when you did your albums, Joel.
Oh, for sure.
When you get those CDs. And you're like, listen, and this is when I came to the realization of like how success is going to be in my life. Is I remember looking at Nick and Cheese and saying, when one person buys this album and they enjoy it, like that's success, because that's what art is about. Like that's the beauty of coming up with anything. That's the beauty of us sitting around coming up with a TV show like The Classifieds and going through the steps to make it and put it out, and people watch it and enjoy it. Like if one person watches it and enjoys it, that's the definition of being an artist and putting out your work and your beliefs and your for lack of a better term, art for the world.
Yeah,
so I have like a weird perspective of like success and being successful as an artist or as a creator.
Now you got me wishing I had pushed back against my mom with the whole beatboxing thing. Like, no, Mom, I'm going to keep on beatboxing.
So what if my lips are bleeding? I don't care.
And one day
They'll callus over
you're
and no
gonna
girl
say,
will ever kiss me.
if only I'd gotten behind this beatboxing.
I mean, because
Thanks a lot,
like
Mom.
if you really think about it,
start
and
beatboxing
not to
again.
get too deep, and I know we're like an hour and 5 minutes into the podcast, so we're going to wrap it up soon. Not to get too deep, but I think one creative similarity that all three of us have that allows us to continue to come back to each other for creative work is that anything that we've ever wanted to do, we've done it.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
I mean, if you really think about it.
Agreed.
I mean,
100%.
but no, this isn't we went out and sold a million copies of anything. We went out and did this. It's just like, hey, we want to film comedy skits.
So
let's get a camera and do it. Hey, we want to make music. Nick made music in St. Louis. Joel made music in LA. We made music here. Like nothing, like we've always had that mindset of like, hey, there's this cool creative thing that's there. Let's figure out how we can do it and be a part of it, you know?
Yep, just gotta try and hope. Nick, you know what I hope?
What do you hope?
I hope all the people come to me.
Patrick Price.
You've been waiting.
Hey, Pat.
You've been waiting.
Oh,
Hey,
did he
do
tell
you
you
know
about
Kenneth
that?
Copeland?
Did he tell you about
Do you know
that?
who Kenneth Copeland is? No. Do you know who Kenneth Copeland is? The pastor?
I think so. Yes.
Remember there's that video of him where he's like on Inside Edition and he's like, and they're like, you bought this airplane. Like, why would you, how could I not buy it? Tyler made it so cheap. I had to buy it.
I had to buy it.
So me and Nick were
gamers last
talking last night. Yeah. We came up with this idea that he would have like a car dealership. And I think I said, like we said something that like
It's Copeland's
it's
cars.
like
No, it's
Copeland's
like
cars. That, like it's like what happens? You ever wonder what happens to all those pastors' cars? And then Kenneth pops up and go, Nick, you hit him.
they come to me.
He's like, and then his slogan is like, because he did that Tyler Perry thing about how it was so cheap he had to buy. He's like, I'll make it so cheap you have to buy.
to buy.
It's me a
He's
sin
the
not
same guy
to buy it.
He's the same guy that they did the COVID thing, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly.
Did they turn into like
I command
you to buy from me.
Dude, Pat, he's so crazy. He'll be like that. He'll be like, I had to buy. Why are you asking questions? You're so pretty.
You're so look at you. You're so dang pretty. You're so pretty. Now,
They
lady,
come
you're
to
crossing.
mind.
Now, lady, you're crossing the line with this question.
But Jesus loves you.
Jesus.
Hey, dude, it was so funny, dude. Like, we have this whole idea.
I
Like,
would-
his slogan,
man.
his slogan, dude, is going to be that. It's like, I'll make it so cheap, you have to buy.
I know you guys have seen this before.
They come to
But
me.
it just is-
Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord. COVID-19,
Oh, yeah.
Lit.
COVID-19,
You have to buy.
That's the greatest, dude.
I'm gonna have to
Tyler
study.
made it
Why
so
not?
cheap.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to study Kenneth Copeland for about a week just
Dude,
so I can
if
get
you
the
get that
right
accent
tone.
down,
Oh, I'm gonna get
I
it.
will-
No, we're doing a commercial.
I
Look,
will
I'm gonna
hire
get it.
somebody to put makeup on you and
I would-
and we have
make
this-
you look like
I
you.
will- Is
Well,
that
here's the
challenge
plan,
accepted? Challenge accepted.
Oh my god!
We're gonna do a
Yeah.
commercial
I'm
for the dealership, and we're gonna go
Dude,
back and forth
yes.
with different Kenneth. We're gonna both be Kenneth Copeland,
Copeland's
doing
cars.
different things, but just going boom, 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 boom,
Back and forth, yeah.
It'll just switch
Yes.
characters back and forth.
I'm 100% with that.
Come on
That's
down.
hilarious.
Come on down to Copeland's cars. We make them so cheap.
Copeland's cars.
You
yeah.
have to buy from me.
You have to buy from me. It'd be a sin not to buy.
Price is this cheap. It'd be a sin not to buy. Young lady, get yourself a car. I command you to buy.
It's a beautiful way to end the podcast episode. I'll give it to us, Joel.
I'm going to show it to you fast, yeah.
God, there's so much from this podcast I just want to look up online.
His lavish transportation.
So I said, yes. She walked over there and said, we are with Inside Edition.
Inside Edition.
I said, glory to God. Glory to God. You mean to tell me I made Inside Edition?
In 2019, Inside Edition's investigative
show this for
team
them.
looked into the
Shout out Inside
evangelist's travel.
Shout
One
out
of
to
them was
Inside
Kenneth
Edition.
Copeland,
Look at
who
him.
founded Texas-based Kenneth Copeland Ministries.
Of course, it's called Kenneth Copeland Ministries.
He's one of many preachers who have private jets.
We'd just like to ask you about why you don't want to fly commercial.
Inside Edition's chief investigative
Why would I do
correspondent
that?
Lisa
What
Guerrero
if it says,
caught up with
Mitch, you
Copeland in
know
Branson,
why?
Missouri, and asked him about his lavish private transportation.
If I flew commercial,
Listen,
I'd have to stop 65% of what That's really the rate.
Despite
really what
Copeland
it
getting
is.
heated at some points during the interview, he recently said during a church service that he saw the encounter as an opportunity.
And just about to get in the car, Brother Copeland, and I looked up. Normally, I just get in the car and go.
Hey, you
because
know,
somebody had
gotta get out of there.
Yeah.
But I had this catch in my spirit.
I had to go.
I didn't play that part.
You own a $45 million airplane.
$45 million
airplane.
Owned a $45 million.
I want to hear the
Keep playing. Keep playing.
Oh, here we go.
So we had gone to ask him about it.
How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business.
None of
But
your business.
Isn't it the
Got a
business of
point.
your donor?
I had an opportunity right there on Inside Edition to talk about Abraham and his wealth.
And
I knew it.
To talk about
I knew that's where he was
the
going.
curse of poverty. And it just went out everywhere
out everywhere.
because I own a big airplane.
I own a big
Copeland
airplane.
reiterated what he told Inside Edition in 2019, that while the jet he uses may look luxurious, he got a bargain on it. This is Inside
Oh,
Edition.
dang it.
Oh.
They left off the part. He said,
Dang.
Watch the
Tyler
whole
Perry
thing.
sold it. It was so cheap.
So, why would you buy Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry sold it to me.
It was so
It was
cheap.
so cheap. I had to buy it.
I had to buy that $45 million airplane.
So, dude, he's a lunatic. But
So y'all
anyways,
be
yeah,
on the
Kenneth Copeland.
lookout. Copeland's cars. is
Copeland
coming.
cars,
Yeah,
yeah.
Copeland cars.
I can't wait.
We're gonna take
All
this.
right,
well-
We're gonna take this opportunity and to sell you a cars.
All right, let me do the outro. Let me do the outro.
You're gonna
and then
take a shower
close
today.
it.
We can
All right, here's
all
what we're gonna
night.
do. Let me do the outro. Then you guys just back and forth.
Hey, you
close
have
it.
to do it.
Just-
I made it so cheap.
Hold on.
You have to buy.
Hold on. All right. So, as always, thank you for listening to the podcast episode. Hopefully, you're enjoying these new episodes. We do them remotely from our houses because, once again, we're dads. We have families, but we are going to get together and do a few together at breweries, at barbershops, at all that stuff. Don't, Joel. Don't. So, if you like it, remember. Like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe, click the bell, click the stop, Joel. Click the bell,
Kimberly.
get notified. We got a bunch of new Tuesday challenges coming out right now. They've been on fire. We have fun. We're about to film some new ones, and then we have skits like Copeland's Cars that's coming up. But yeah, so once again, CHWSDY.com's website's up. We'll have merch up, if not by the time this episode goes up, shortly after. Working on it now. I'm gonna show it to Nick and Joel after we get off the deal. But yeah, so I'm done. Joel and Nick take over.
Hey, you can check out my TikTok. It's at
He does his
POU Joel.
routines.
So we got some good stuff going on. Just check me out there. Yeah,
Bunny
hey,
hop.
you know, I get it
every
in. I gotta
third
do
day
it.
he does the bunny hop.
You know, and you got to back it up like they can't get nothing from it.
That's
Fortnite,
it. That's
yeah.
it.
Nick, go ahead.
Oh man, so I'm also on TikTok at Nick Clemency Comedy, and I just want to say, this is the kind of podcast you have to listen to. You have to listen to me.
It's free. It's so cheap. You have to listen.
But seriously, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Sometimes we go a little bit long on bits, but man, they're funny. If you haven't checked us out, we always say go back and listen to the older episodes. You can even go back as far as the Cane Punch podcast if you want to.
Cane Punch podcast.
All right, and then fast forward to the PLU, and then come on back to the Tuesday special. Because remember, Kenneth Copeland loves you, and so do we. So y'all have a good night. Joel, anything else before we go?
I have to buy.
You'll be good.